Welcome to Celebrity Remembrance, where we honor the lives, legacies, and final chapters of the stars who shaped our world. In a fast-moving world, we pause to reflect on those who gave us unforgettable performances, timeless music, and stories that still live on. Joe Louis Walker was born on December 25, 1949 in San Francisco, California.
Tell me why.
A legendary blues guitarist, singer, and songwriter, Walker was celebrated for his fiery playing style and soulful voice, which blended traditional blues with gospel, rock, and funk influences. Raised in a musical household and influenced early by artists like B.B. King and Lightnin' Hopkins, Walker picked up the guitar at age 8 and was performing in clubs by his teens. In the 1960s and 70s, he became part of the Bay Area's vibrant music scene, sharing stages with icons such as John Lee Hooker, Jimi Hendrix, and the Grateful Dead. After a brief hiatus during which he studied music and earned a degree from San Francisco State University, Walker returned to the blues with renewed intensity in the 1980s, releasing a string of critically acclaimed albums starting with Cold as the Night in 1986. Over the decades, he released more than 25 albums, earning Grammy nominations and multiple blues music awards. Renowned for his electrifying live shows and collaborations with artists ranging from Bonnie Raitt to James Cotton, Walker helped keep the blues genre alive for new generations. His style was deeply rooted in tradition but fearlessly modern, reflecting a career committed to innovation as much as preservation. Joe Louis Walker passed away on May 5, 2025, at the age of 75. His contributions to blues music were immense, and his influence will continue to shape the genre for years to come. Charley Scalies, born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, was a character actor best known for his memorable portrayal of Thomas "Horseface" Pacusa in HBO's The Wire. He also had a brief but notable appearance in The Sopranos, showcasing his gritty, authentic screen presence. A Navy veteran and former teacher, Scalies began his acting career later in life, proving it's never too late to pursue passion. He passed away at 84 after a battle with Alzheimer's. Jim Dent was born in Augusta, Georgia, on May 9, 1939. A towering presence on the golf course, Dent became known for his incredible driving distance and consistent play on both the PGA Tour and the Senior PGA Tour. Though he never won a PGA Tour event, he found tremendous success on the senior circuit, capturing 12 victories between 1989 and 1998, including multiple titles at the Senior Players Championship and the Moni Syracuse Senior Classic. Dent began his career during a time when black golfers faced immense barriers in professional golf. Despite the challenges, he earned respect for his strength, sportsmanship, and perseverance. He was also one of the first African-American golfers to gain sponsorships and broader visibility in the sport. Off the course, he mentored younger players and remained active in charitable events, particularly those benefiting youth and underprivileged communities. Jim Dent passed away on May 6, 2025, at the age of 85. His legacy remains not only in his achievements, but in the doors he helped open for future generations in the game of golf. Jochen Mass was born on September 30, 1946, in Dorfen, Bavaria, Germany. His journey into motorsport was unconventional. Before racing, he served in the Merchant Navy and later became an apprentice mechanic at an Alfa Romeo dealership in Mannheim. This hands-on experience with cars sparked his interest in racing, leading him to compete in Formula Super V, Formula 3, and eventually the European Formula 2 Championship, where he finished runner-up in 1973. That same year, Mass made his Formula One debut at the British Grand Prix with Surtees. He secured a full-time drive in 1974 and moved to McLaren in 1975, where he achieved his only Formula One victory at the Spanish Grand Prix. A race marked by tragedy due to a fatal accident involving spectators. Over his F1 career, he competed in 114 Grand Prix, 105 starts, achieved 8 podium finishes, and scored 71 championship points. He also raced for teams such as ATS, Arrows, and March, before retiring from Formula One in 1982. His final season was overshadowed by a collision with Canadian driver Gilles Villeneuve during qualifying for the Belgian Grand Prix, which resulted in Villeneuve's death. Mass enjoyed greater success in endurance racing. He drove for Porsche and Mercedes, winning the prestigious 24 Hours of Le Mans in 1989 with Sauber Mercedes alongside teammates Stanley Dickens and Manuel Reuter. He was also a 2-time runner-up at Le Mans in the early 1980s and won the Deutsche Rennsportmeisterschaft title in 1985. In retirement, Mass became a respected figure in motorsport, mentoring young drivers like Michael Schumacher and working as a Formula One commentator for RTL. Jochen Mass passed away on May 4, 2025 in Cannes, France, at the age of 78, following complications from a stroke he suffered earlier that year. Joseph Nye was born on January 19, 1937. He was one of the most influential political thinkers of the late 20th and early 21st centuries. As a professor and dean at Harvard, he coined the term soft power, reshaping how nations think about influence and diplomacy. His writings guided U.S. foreign policy across multiple administrations, leaving behind intellectual contributions that will continue to shape global affairs for generations. Joseph Nye passed away on May 3, 2025. Ruth Buzzi was born on July 24, 1936, in Westerly, Rhode Island, and passed away on May 1, 2025, at her home in Stephenville, Texas, at the age of 88. She died peacefully in her sleep after a long battle with Alzheimer's disease. Buzzi's career spanned over 6 decades, during which she became a beloved figure in American comedy. She was best known for her role as the purse-wielding spinster Gladys Ormsby on the groundbreaking sketch comedy show Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In, 1968 to 1973. Her performance earned her a Golden Globe Award and multiple Emmy nominations. Beyond Laugh-In, Buzzi showcased her versatility across various platforms. She appeared on television programs such as The Gary Moore Show, The Dean Martin Show, and Sesame Street, where she played the shopkeeper Ruthie and voiced characters in animated segments. Her voice work extended to cartoons like The Smurfs, The Berenstain Bears, and Pound Puppies. She also had roles in films including Freaky Friday, 1976, and The North Avenue Irregulars, 1979. Wikipedia. In her later years, Buzzi resided on a 600-acre ranch in Texas with her husband, Kent Perkins. Ruth Buzzi's legacy endures through her groundbreaking contributions to comedy and television, remembered for her humor, humility, and the joy she brought to audiences across generations. Ruth Buzzi passed away on May 1, 2025. Kirk Medas was born on January 19, 1992, in Atlanta, Georgia. A vibrant soul who would go on to make millions laugh and reflect as a fan favorite on MTV's Floribama Shore. Known for his bold personality, quick humor, and loyalty to those close to him, Kirk stood out as more than just a reality star. He was the heart of the show. Off-screen, he was thoughtful and creative, passionate about music, fashion, and using his voice to speak on mental health and personal growth. On May 2, 2025, Kirk Medas passed away from complications of necrotizing pancreatitis at just 33 years old. He leaves behind a legacy of joy, honesty, and unforgettable energy. Rest in peace, Kirk. You were truly one of a kind. Thank you for watching and honoring their memory with us. If this touched you, please like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Remembrance. Together, we keep their legacy alive.